Hello, everyone. This is Valentina Rada, your project management course instructor. I thought that I will bring up a couple of thoughts for this week before you start posting and working on your first paper. Just a couple of clarifications over last week grading. I thought that things would be very clear for all of you on the requirements of weekly posting. And I know it was the first week for you guys, but it's important that you understand the requirements. It's one initial post, 1 to 2 paragraphs that has at least one reference, either an article, your course reading, it can be even a video, but everything should be related to project management. Then you have to reply to at least 2 of your peers. It can be referenced or not. Okay, so really simple: 1 post, 2 replies. These are the main requirements. Now, this week, you are going to have a paper discussing about the PMI as an organization, do a review about PMI. Really quick on the requirements: 1-2 pages, 1-2 references. It can be either API 6 version or 7 version, up to you. I'm not that big on those versions. I just want to make sure that you have at least 1-2 references. And the reason is because I want you to read. I want you to understand more about project management. Now, on the content of the reviewing the PMI as an organization, you can look and talk about anything about how to obtain a PMP certificate. What is the process? What are the type of certificates that PMI offers? How you can volunteer and network within the PMI as an organization, how you can maintain your certificates. So these are just some topics to give you an idea of what you can write about this in this one paper. Okay, so don't overcomplicate it, 1-2 pages, but I want the references. Okay, about the grading, for this week grading, I will do my best to grade your discussions Monday and grade your papers Tuesday. Okay, so make sure that you plan your time accordingly. And really quick, since we don't interact that much, I'm going to try to do something different with you guys, because I want to kind of have a grasp and an understanding of what project management is and what a project is from an instructor. So I'll try my best to share my screen and kind of get you through some very high level concepts that I think they are important for you in your profession to have an understanding about. Okay, so really quick, what is a project? Okay, so a project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. This is from PMBOK, 6th edition, page 4. So it's temporary, it has a beginning and an end, and it generates a unique product or something. Okay, so examples of projects: I developed a product. I don't know, whatever that product is. I develop a house. I develop a vaccine. I develop a car. Those are projects. They have a beginning and an end. I upgrade a system. I upgrade my house. I upgrade my kitchen. Those are projects. Improving the business process. It's a project. Creating an event. It's a project. It has a beginning and the end. What is not a project, it's any ongoing activity, either it's business or home, maintaining existing systems, or invoicing and recruiting are ongoing processes. They are not projects, okay? So I want you to know whenever you have your work-related discussions to have an understanding, hey, this is a project or this is not a project. Then someone emphasized very well in the discussion the 5 project management phases. There are 5: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, control, and closing. But I want you to understand that these phases are not sequential. Okay, I start the project where I initiate my project, which means I identify the stakeholders, I define the high-level scope, and based on the high-level scope in the discussion with the stakeholder, I start planning. I execute based on what I planned, and then I close either the phase of my project or the entire project. And during all this time, I monitor and control the work that's being done during planning and or execution when I close and start. So I want you to have a picture of how this project management phases work within each other. Okay, it's very important for you, very, very high level, so you understand where a project is when they say it's planning or when it says it's executing. Also really quick, what is project management role? Keep in mind, 90% of project management role is communication. Project management communicates up and down. It communicates and is highly involved in scope definition and a planning definition, in stakeholder engagement, okay? Either it's customer, team members, vendors, business stakeholders, sponsor. It is responsibility of the project manager to communicate all the time. Is in charge of change management. If anything changes against the initial scope, project manager is in charge. Project manager is in charge of identifying the risks in issue management. And we can talk that later on, what is the difference between a risk and issue and how those are to be mitigated. Project closure as well as review lessons learned. So I wanted you to kind of have very, very high level. I'm not expecting, you can reference this discussion somewhere in your discussions, that's fine. But I wanted you to kind of have an understanding, what is this project management all about? Okay, so this is my very, very quick intervention for this week. Feel free to reach out anytime by email or by phone. I'm available for any kind of discussion, any kind of questions that you guys may have. And also to clarify, I'm from San Antonio, so I'm here. I'm in the same time zone with you guys, and I'm more than happy to answer to any questions you may have. Really long story short, to kind of close this, I look forward to reviewing your weekly discussion. I'm sure that you all are going to do great. Don't get discouraged about last week grading. You all have great potential. Just follow the structure. And I look forward to reading your papers about PMI as an organization review. Thank you so much, and have a great week.